Hello, everyone. Nice to meet you. You might see me already from yesterday. And thank you for coming again. My talk today will be slightly different from yesterday, so you won't feel bored. Okay. My name is Fisher Yu. I'm the co-founder of the Boblin project and the CTO of Boblin Labs. Yeah, I'm from a Bitcoin project. You might wonder why Bitcoin have anything to do with ETH, right? So in this talk, I will share with you some of our most recent progress in terms of connecting Bitcoin and Ethereum together. So the title of my talk today is Boblin Trustless Bitcoin Vault. Closer? Yes. Okay, sorry. Oh no, so no one heard me. Okay, yeah, so the tech I'm going to introduce today is called Boblin Trustless Bitcoin Vault. And the impact we believe it will make is to bring native Bitcoin to the DeFi world so that the DeFi world can enjoy the $2 trillion plus worth of Bitcoin liquidity. Okay, so first thing first, when you see this title, you might ask the question, does the DeFi world need Bitcoin? Okay, and vice versa, does Bitcoin need the DeFi world? Okay, so I would like to validate the supply and demand and whether there's a value of this protocol by with some numbers. First question, does the DeFi world want or need Bitcoin, BTC? So then I look at the DeFi protocols. Are they more for Euler, which are the the largest lending protocols on Ethereum? Okay. Here you can see two columns of numbers. First column is the total borrowed. That means how much digital asset has been borrowed. The second column is the idle supply, like the idle USDC, USDT that has been put in the lending pool, but not borrowed. Okay. You can see the first column is smaller than the second column. What does that mean? It means the borrower, the number of people who are willing to borrow is much less than the number of people who are willing to lend their money out. So much less borrower than lender. Okay? So if we can bring in Bitcoin holders to the DeFi lending, okay? Bitcoin holders, they can borrow, they can collectorize their Bitcoin and borrow USDT, so that the lenders' idle USDT, USDC will be lended out, okay? So the answer to the question, does the DeFi world want Bitcoin, is yes. Okay, there are more supply of money than the consumer of the money. So by bringing in Bitcoin, there will be more consumer of the idle money in the DeFi world. Okay. Now, on the other hand, does Bitcoin holder want to use DeFi? Again, take lending for example. For Bitcoin holders, such as miners, when they borrow cash or stable coin off-chain with a counterparty, the interest rate, the borrowing interest rate, is about 7% to 9%, sometimes even go to 10%. But if you look at the interest rate on Aave Morpho Euler, the rate is about 4 to 5%. That means there is roughly 3% difference in the interest if Bitcoin holders can borrow on-chain through DeFi instead of going off-chain with a counterparty. So, does BTC want to enter DeFi? For sure, like 3% difference in terms of the cost, right? Not to mention, if they do on-chain DeFi, they can further use the money they borrow to do looping, to do other DeFi stuff, and amplify their gains, right? So, yes, BTC wants to enter the DeFi world, okay? Cool. So you see, this is like a happy marriage. DeFi wants Bitcoin, Bitcoin wants DeFi, right? then what is the reality? Has the marriage happened yet? The strange reality is no, there's no marriage. That's not even close. There isn't even a shallow friendship. No. Indeed, only less than 1% of the Bitcoin has been deployed on DeFi. Less than 1%, like WBTC is about 0.65, Coinbase CBBTC is about 0.27% of BTC. So in total, less than 1% Bitcoin has entered the DeFi world. Why? They love each other, but they can't meet with each other. Why? The reason is the lack of a trustless bridge between Bitcoin and other blockchains, such as Ethereum. So for like WBTC, it's controlled, used to be controlled by BitGo. Now it's controlled by BitGlobal, Justin Sun. CBBTC controlled by Coinbase. So there's a bridge party in the middle who controls the native BTC and issue a red BTC for you. Then in case when you want to get your Bitcoin back, you are at the mercy of the bridge party to get your BTC back. Okay. So the native Bitcoin holders, they do not want to use this bridge. But without using such bridges, they are not able to participate in DeFi. So between earning yield and safety of their Bitcoin, most of Bitcoin holders choose safety because Bitcoin is digital gold. So Bitcoin stay on Bitcoin chain mostly idle rather than entering DeFi. So that's the reality. Less than 1%, although they love each other. Okay? So what we do is to solve this problem, to allow Bitcoin, native Bitcoin, to participate DeFi in a trustless way, which means there's no third party or counterparty that holds the native Bitcoin for you. There's no bridging and no wrapping. Yeah. So yeah, the key to allow the marriage to happen is to allow native Bitcoin to participate in DeFi in a trustless way. Trustless way. No counterparty or bridge in the middle. Then here comes our invention called Babylon Trustless Bitcoin Vault. This new protocol is based on a new technology called BitVM, which in yesterday's Cryptist conference we have introduced. But I'm not going to talk about the technical details here. Here, I just would like to give you a very high-level idea about how this vault works. Yeah, at a system level, not cryptographic level. The idea is actually very simple. Okay. On the Bitcoin chain, I create a vault and put some Bitcoin in it. Okay. Then there are multiple parties participate in this vault. Say party 1, party 2, up to party n, like a predefined set of parties enter this vault. Okay. This vote will eventually decide which one of the parties will get the Bitcoin away. Okay? Then how does the vote decides? The vote listens to the execution result of some smart contract on another chain, such as a lending smart contract execution result on Ethereum. Okay? If the Ethereum smart contract execution result says, okay, party 1 gets the Bitcoin, then party 1 can get the Bitcoin. If it says party 2 gets Bitcoin, then the vote will give the Bitcoin to party 2. So the final destination of the Bitcoin become fully programmable. And the program happen on the Ethereum side through smart contract. Okay? That's it. That's the trustless Bitcoin vault. You see, in this construction, there is no third party. There's no bridge, nothing. It's just all the interested parties enter this vault and use Ethereum smart contract to execute some transaction and decide who will get the Bitcoin eventually. You might think this is very too simple and embarrassingly simple. But think about that. all the DeFi activities, all the transactions, everything DeFi, eventually, what is it about? It is about money change hand. Right? When you borrow, when you do trading, when you do perp DEX, call options, spot trading, it's all about under what condition the money changes hand. Okay? So this primitive exactly allow Bitcoin change hand to be fully programmed. So this primitive can be applied on any DeFi application, on any blockchain. Yeah, simple enough, simple, elegant, atomic is the smallest thing you can build, which is solid and unbreakable. Then, yeah, this is construction. And the next slide, I'll explain a little bit more using an example, again, using lending. So in lending, there are two counterparties. One is the borrower, the other one is the liquidator. The liquidator could also be the lender, but yeah, in technical terms, people usually call it a liquidator, okay? So then the BTC holder who wants to borrow borrow stable coin using its Bitcoin as collateral, and the liquidators enter this vote, okay? And then this vote is plugged in to an existing lending protocol, say Aave, Euler, Morpho, and yeah, borrow money and pay back. Now, in case the BTC borrower repays the loan, then loan is closed, then the vote will return the Bitcoin back to the Bitcoin holder. In case the Bitcoin holder does not pay back on time, or the Bitcoin price drops to a certain level, then liquidation will be triggered, so that the vote will give the native Bitcoin to the liquidator. Okay. There's no third party or custody to decide what's the destination of the Bitcoin. It is the standard lending smart contract that decides the destination of the Bitcoin. So it is trustless. Yeah. So indeed, lending is one of the most straightforward and one of the biggest use case, this Bitcoin, trustless Bitcoin vote. Yeah. Okay, then what others this Bitcoin vote can do? As I explained earlier, any DeFi is about money changes hand. Okay, so most of the DeFi applications, products, the vote can be used. Not obvious one is lending, as I just explained. Then, based on lending, like Aave has its stable coin, MakerDAO has its stable coin. Those are both over-collateralization based stable coin, right? So our trustless Bitcoin vote can be also used to issue native Bitcoin backed stable coin, which it's huge. Because everyone holds Bitcoin, okay, then all the Bitcoin holders in the world can come together and issue a stable coin that can become a global currency, and that will be a best chance for the crypto world to fight against the US power. Yeah, because it's not US Treasury bond based one, right? So that's the best hope for the crypto world. Native Bitcoin backed stablecoin. Then for spot trading, settlement, and liquidity provision, the vote can be also used later to provide guaranteed liquidity so that no one will run away. And for perp DEX and option market, of course, you need collateral layer. So the vote is a natural way of putting native BTC as the collateral. Yeah. So based on this, then there are many other DeFi protocols you can build on top of it. Yeah. So this is how powerful this seemingly very simple Bitcoin vote can do. Yeah, so with this vote, we hope there will be a very happy marriage between Bitcoin and the DeFi world, not just 1%. Yeah. No longer stay in a friend zone, but actually live together in one piece. Oh, okay. Then once this is achieved, Bitcoin will become the best treasury asset in the world. Okay? So currently Bitcoin can't do much, but as as a treasury asset, then for example, if you have cash in your company as a treasury asset, then you can use your cash to buy bond, to buy security to earn yield. Or if you have non-cash assets in your treasury, like land, real estate, you can pledge it and borrow money from the bank, right? Then for most other cryptos, yeah, they can do smart contract DeFi. Now, with Babylon's protocols, including our Bitcoin staking protocol and our new trustless vault protocol, we will allow Bitcoin to do all of them, not one of them. Bitcoin can act as cash to earn yield, can act as non-cash asset to be collateralized and borrow money, and can also participate in any smart contract DeFi as any other crypto asset. Yeah, so Bitcoin will become the best asset in the world. Yeah, the outlook, this is the last slide. In Q3 2023, we invented the trustless Bitcoin staking protocol. Yeah, 2 years ago, exactly 2 years ago, we introduced that. Now, the result is the first wave of BTC5. And we successfully mobilized over $7 billion of Bitcoin to convince the idle Bitcoin to be staked to our system. Our current TVL is still above $6 billion. And today, we invent the trustless Bitcoin vaults. Okay? We believe this primitive will ignite the second wave of Bitcoin-Fi. And the amount of Bitcoin that will be activated because of this initiative will be even much bigger than Bitcoin staking. And that's it. Thank you very much. Do we have question time or no? Oh, have 3 minutes. Okay. Any question, please? Yeah, so this is thanks to the BitVM3 technology that has been recently invented. So Bitcoin is well known as not programmable, but it does have a scripting language allow you to do some simple things, okay? And a cryptographer called Robin Linus realized that this scripting language, the code there can be used to mimic all the gates of a circuit. It's like computer, what's the most important part of the computer? The motherboard, right? The motherboard is a circuit. And what's inside the circuit? It's the gates. XOR gates, AND gates, OR gates, NAT gates, right? So Bitcoin scripting language can be used to compose all the gates of a circuit. That means you can use Bitcoin script to create a complete circuit. That means you can use Bitcoin script to mimic a computer, which is Turing complete. Yeah. So based on this primitive, BitVM3 is a zero-knowledge based technology that uses the Bitcoin's computation capability to verify zero-knowledge proofs. And what tries to prove is the event happened, say, on Ethereum, on the smart contract execution results. Yeah. So Bitcoin does not directly verify Ethereum chain and all the transactions. It verifies the zero-knowledge proof that someone created for it, that, hey, something happened on Ethereum. Here is the event, and here is the proof. Bitcoin can verify that, and then decide, yes, this is true, so Bitcoin goes to you. It's a very high-level explanation. Any other questions? Please. Flash loans. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. So let's think about why liquidators use flash loan. It wants to lock in the price, right? But we are talking about native Bitcoin. As you said, it's like 10 minutes block and 1 hour confirmation, right? So it takes longer time for the liquidator to get the native Bitcoin. So what the liquidators can do is to do a cover call or call option to lock the price. Yeah. So that means there will be some premium the liquidator needs to pay, but yeah, the liquidator can charge it back from the protocol. Yeah. But yes, you are right. It has a longer period with price fluctuation, then you need some financial engineering to cover it.
So sorry. We are actually running a bit out of time. Can you please continue with questions?
Okay,
maybe. Because we are continuing this event.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, thank you so much again, everyone.
And thank you very much, Vishnu. It was an amazing speech. Thank you. Thank you.